Hey. All right, so I keep getting asked. Well, I guess I'll wait for people to populate in. But I keep getting asked for a tour of the truck. So I thought I'd do a very short one today. This is not a complete one. And since I just now thought of it, I will, after I get off here, hey Peekaboo, I will make a list of a lot of the stuff that's in the truck. And it's not a shopping list for you thieves out there. It's a shopping list for the people that want to be techs. So what my thought is on this is I'll show you guys what's in my truck, and then one of you will say, hey, why isn't there a XYZ? And I'll be like, that's a great idea. I should get one of those. What's up, Josh? So I will do a quick tour of the truck so you guys can kind of see a little bit of what I got in here. I'm not going to go over everything. I'm not going to inventory the whole thing because that would take a while and there's crap jammed in here. But, so the two questions are, what's in the truck? Hey, Billy. And what kind of truck is it? I get that one all the time. And it is a 2006 Nissan Titan because Nissan. So I get horrendous gas mileage, but I don't have to do water pumps or ball joints and tie rod ends like the rest of you guys. Hey, Daniel. Hey, Koopa. Ooh, dirty. That's right. There's Martino right there. And because of Chris, I didn't clean the truck. He said, I was talking to him earlier. I said, I got to clean the truck up real quick. I think I'm going to do a quick live stream about a little tour of the truck. And he said, don't clean it. So all the crap that's laying everywhere, with the exception of my jacket, Chris, I moved that. Somebody's on the train by text when they said, what up? So what up, I assume Brian. I'm assuming. I don't know. Tommy's on a plane. Bren's busy. I'm going to say it's Brian. Mike doesn't know how to use a computer. I'm kidding. Anyone, by the way, any of you guys that have never met Mike, that dude is, for as much as he doesn't talk, he should. I talk a lot. I don't know very much. Mike does not hardly talk at all, and Mike knows what's up. Okay, so Trained by Text says, how is your radio? Or how's your radio? Contractions there. So it's Brian. He says, let's see, let me turn my truck on. Everyone's like, shut up and just do the tour. I want to see the crap. So we'll see if you guys can see it real quick. Here's my radio. It's all broken. It makes funny colors. That's supposed to say Tulsa's Rock. Yeah. Because, 90s. Anyways, so let's take a look at what's in the truck. I would start in the front seat, but, whatever. And it's windy, and I think it's going to rain, and I'm losing light, and I don't know if you can see, but that looks like thunderstorms. But, if it's a tornado, since I'm in Oklahoma. No, the radio works, Kuba. It just, the screen doesn't display. I got to have a radio. So I bet I already messed up, and I can't switch the screen. Let me see. Oh, I can switch the camera view. All right. So here's what 235,000 miles does. This is, right in there. That was for Brian. So because Ford, I have a fire extinguisher. Not that I'm driving a Ford, just that, No, the steering wheel's not upside down. Brian's going to say something about that too. The wheels are turned. So, got a fire extinguisher. We got HPC high security machine to cut keys for high security. It's a Hudson HPC. Got a Hudson SpeedX for cutting side keys. We've got this good fun box with a hole in the top. And that goes to this thing right here. I've had this thing for about a month now, and you guys will see a video pretty soon about it. It's the Autel SDT 206. This is my smoke machine, and because I don't know, I just don't want junk getting in there, put a little cap on it. But it goes up to 16 psi. Now the gauge says 23, but it's rated for 16 psi, and it's liquid filled, because things. And this is my smoke machine. So I like this thing. This thing is just steal a truck and you can steal any car, right? Pretty much. What is nice about this is it requires no external air. This has got an internal pump. So you just hook up the battery power and ground there, 12 volt with the supplied irrigator clamps. So I've had this for about a month. There's it's one thing I'll gripe about. The clamps are not, the cables are not long enough, so I'll be making some new ones. But man, there's some heavy duty clamps. They don't have the side deflection like most do. It looks like it does, but that's just a rubber cap. And then they're just 4mm banana push-ins on the back. It came with the cone, which is nice. Came with some caps. I bought some, this is a Redline fluid I normally use, so I bought that to put in it. Comes with these larger caps. Comes with the connection for the normal thread that's on vehicles. Came with this bottle, which does not have oil in it, by the way. I thought it did. Couple adapters, and then a Schrader tool, large and small. And then, yes, it came with an easy intake style. This is not the easy intake. Bladder for exhaust or intakes or intercoolers, whatever. I say intercoolers because, like I said, this thing goes up to 16 psi. So I've done some exhaust and intake with it. Matter of fact, one of the videos you'll see probably is where I was trying to find the exhaust leak on my truck, which, you know, it's a Titan. So the smoke machine came from Autel. They're an online Chinese supplier. I mean, that's the name. It's the people who they gave me the battery tester that I raffled off, that Keith DeFazio won. They also gave me, what else did they give me? I think they just gave me the battery tester. Yeah, they gave me the battery tester to raffle off, and then I noticed they had this thing, and they gave me like a 25% off coupon, so I'll see if I can get you guys a coupon for it. But I want to say I paid less. I paid like $280 for this thing. No, maybe about 330 bucks by the time. Yeah, they were on Amazon. I'll put a link. Like I said, guys, I'll put a link in the description. And that Easy Intake, when you buy the Easy Intake brand, sells for like 100 and something bucks. So, but no external air needed for that. So that's what made that thing so nice. All right, so it doesn't want to go back in its place now. Good job, guys. It's all your fault. Then we have this is my power supply for flashing. That's the Power Max 100 amp. Comes with 15 feet of cable, which is nice. We've got a breakout box with voltage readout. It's pass-through style, so you can hook a scan tool up still. This box, I'll go ahead and I'll show you guys what's in this box. I'm not going to open every box though. Courtesy of Advanced Auto Parts. No, it's not 1/4-inch fasteners. It's most of my key stuff. So we got a bunch of the different, there's some Ford flip out blanks. Yeah, I did make the bob. My wife printed all the stuff for it, and I just, Yep, Project Box Homemade. It works though. It works great. I made it. Cost me like 40 bucks. So there's the 80-bit Ford keys, and got some GM stuff, some of the 8-cut and 10-cut GM. There's the new high security style GM. Hey, Joel. There's a bunch of... Oh, okay. Let's try that again. The app stopped. Ugh. So if you guys are still here, say something. The specs on the box, especially if maybe... No, I didn't make it with LEDs. I didn't want to deal with that. A bunch of Nissan stuff. So some of these say JMA. I bought a guy's huge set of keys. I don't normally get JMA because a lot of them are clonable to type, and I don't do clones. Joel LeBron. There's some... Oh, I also carry the Honda shells. So I can fix the Honda ones that break. Those are common. Thought I'd give you guys a quick breakdown of this, because this is the stuff that I use the most often. Thanks to DeFazio for some tips on what to carry, and then since then I've added some stuff. I carry the Mazda flip out style. There's some Honda. I got called out to program these to a car, and if you guys have dealt with the Honda stuff a lot, when you buy an aftermarket like a Dorman lock cylinder. See you, Mario. You don't want my money, I promise, Joel. Oh, LeBron James's money. I got it. So I got called out to program these keys that came cut to a lock cylinder. And it was a Dorman lock cylinder. And in case you guys have never read the instructions on those, everyone tells me, a bunch of mobile guys have told me like, oh man, half those keys are bad. They're not bad. They're only clonable style. They got like a TXP4 in them. So I don't do clones. I mean, I have one machine that will do some clones for me, but I'm not interested. These are like a PF7936 transponder to them that's clonable. So I just cut them a new key and programmed it. So that was a couple days ago. So I kept those. Scotch-Brite. Oh, this is, so Keith has the red one. This is the one Keith used. This is the one I used on that Ford Ranger. You put it in and then the light would blink when you do an immobilizer. And I would show you, but I have a very unique Titan. I know I just now saw this, but it does have an aftermarket alarm. But because this came as a work truck with manual windows, which no longer has, it has power windows, power locks, but didn't come that way. It's an aftermarket kit. Because it came with no power windows, no power locks, it's the only Titan that you can get with no immobilizer. So this is my key. It's just an Ilco that I cut for it. Anyways, so that's what's in my key box. Just some small pocket screwdrivers, a little Mr. 7-hands tool. This is cool. But this is my immobilizer tester with a little LED light that blinks. Cool. Anyways, so those of you guys that don't care about keys, we'll get that out of the way. All right, let's see if I can. Yes. When you put the seats up, this makes for a good spot. So that's what's on this side. Oh, this, my jacket. This is one tool that a couple of you guys got and a couple of you don't. Look at that. Yeah, it's the Mac Tools box, but it's not the Mac Tools version. This is the Vitronics Master Tech. I think that battery might be dead. Let me. Not 100%. Look at that, 2004, yo. Okay, battery was dead. So, that is a nice box, isn't it? We will get to that one here in a bit. Battery maintainer, the same one that Tool Hut made a video on? I don't know. I don't know if Tool Hut did a video. This is the Power Max. It's the PMBC 100. So it's programmable or adjustable. See, so I can adjust it to a fixed voltage or a 3-stage charge all the way from 13 to 16.5 volts. And then that's what the front looks like. It's 100 amps, so. But everyone makes fun of me for my Master Tech because they're like, oh, it's totally old school. For some guy with so much equipment, why do you have this old piece of crap? Well, this is still a great tool, especially when it comes to OBD1 stuff and Toyotas, early 2000s Toyotas. But I have the Toyota card, the Honda card, the Nissan card, and the GM SPS programming card. Oh yeah, SPS programming through the Master Tech, which I have not actually done, by the way. Got the V3, oh, device rotate. So that's, go through the rest of the stuff. I have an even neater thing inside of here. So here's all the cables that are really needed. The Nissan, the Toyota, Honda ones. I've got some pretty unique adapters in here. There's the normal OBD1 GM. There's the OBD1 GM with the, oh, where's it at? No, that's not the one I'm looking for. Penny adapter. No, that's not it either. I don't know. Anyways, I was looking for this neat one I had to use the other day for like this 1995 and a half, had OBD2 and OBD1 port Buick. And it's the one that has a switch. There it is. All right. So I had to plug into the OBD2 port, but connect the connector with OBD1, and I had to use the SDL2 selector to talk to this Buick. But it worked. got data, got some live data on it, which is what we needed for this crazy drivability problem. But here is the piece de resistance in here. This is where it's at, folks. This is the very first oscilloscope I ever used. This is a 2-channel oscilloscope that goes to the Vitronics, and it is depressingly ugly of a waveform. It's like worse than an MTS 2500. So, tech feature on the launch tool? No, I haven't. Oh no! You guys saw that. That was live. That was on. That's how that goes. So we'll put this tool that nobody wants to see up. Thanks, Kuba, for laughing at me. Alright, let's try that again. This time without the spillage. So I won't get that back in its spot with one hand. Let's go to the other side. Oh, yeah. There's my inverter and some 18650 batteries for my Streamlight flashlight. And there's a cover that fell out of the box a second ago for the Master Tech. Oz, what up? Let's go around here. Alright, yeah, it's dirty too. Been driving around in used car lots all day today. So, like I said, I didn't clean it. Oh, look at that. It's a $10,000 jacket. At least it doesn't say snap on it. It'd be a $30,000 jacket. We got Biz NAS cards. That's how that works. What's this? What did I miss? Oh, someone said something. I missed it. Too much best is to come. Maybe. So, on the passenger seat, we've got my OBD2 splitter with the Autel VCI, black VCI attached, and the launch VCI attached. Why? Why, you ask? Because 2 scan tools, there's no light. Because 2 scan tools is better than 1 at the same time. Anyways. Oh yeah, Z-Bull Mini. I keep that here. That's just for checking transponders. I used it today on a Honda. I just keep it plugged in and with the USB right here so I can plug it into one of the computers. So there's the Autel. Put that over to the side. There's the launch Diagun 4. I'm sure you guys are done with me talking about that. I've made like 100 videos on it. I still freaking love this thing. For the size of this thing, nothing better. Got a couple tough books partitioned out. Each have only 4 partitions. I don't like doing MBR type installs, so I just keep them to a regular. We'll see, we got that because, you know, pulling interior pieces. And that because pulling interior pieces. Yes, my Milwaukees are very heavily used. And then got a few adapters in here. Some stuff I don't really use very often is chilling in here. Got some pokies, some alligator clamps, some more pokies, some attenuators and adapters, and AESWave pokies. We have a Windows 7 64-bit Pro. Yeah, because I gotta always doing something with reinstalling Windows. No, I don't know why that's in here actually. I think I grabbed it out of my toolbox. What's this, you ask? Yes, it's lunch. Vienna sausage and Lizzie olives. You. Also, I got this bag. This gets used like the most. This gets drug in there the most. Got Das Pico. I think this bag will be a video on its own. This is like the bag. This is the bag I take to every single... Oz, the beer is in that refrigerator way back there. And who can guess what kind of beer is in that refrigerator? And I'll share one with you if we meet in person. So, this will probably get its own video, but I'll give you a sneak peek because everyone always asks what's in the bag. Bam, Kuba. How did you know that? I don't think... Oh, you know what? You were there. Everyone knows it's Guinness. Alright, so Kuba, Chris, and Trained by Tex, I'm going to share a beer with you guys. So this is... Oh, there's a lot of crap in there. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I'm kidding. So, piercing probe. This is a seam cutter. That's right, sewing accessories. Why? Best thing to remove wiring loom. Got some pokies. We got a custom made de-pinning tool. See if you guys can see how thin this is. Doesn't want to focus. I'll have to focus against the back there. Custom made de-pinning tool. This is, what are you doing training with it after work? So this is a wiper blade metal insert with electrical tape for a handle, ground down on a bench grinder to be really thin to de-pin stuff. This is my favorite de-pinning tool that I have. And then I've got this one that I use a lot too for some of the dual stuff. I love homemade tools too. And then alligator clamps, those are my favorite. Hey Carlos. This is the, all right, they're using teeth. The Uscope with a little ding in the screen there, that's right. It gets heavily used. I probably use this scope 3 times as much as I do my Pico. All right, that'll have to get put up in a second. Little bitty needle nose, cheapies, like $1 set. Got a Pico blue lead. We got the Uscope lead. There's terminal cleaners, spark tester, breakout adapters, spark plug extension. Got more pokies and attenuators and custom made leads. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there. This is my adapter for doing parasitic draw test. Clamp one side to the battery terminal, then as you're pulling it off, clamp the other side of the battery so you never actually break the circuit. And you got 2 options. You got a loop of 5 wires, or just the one that you can disconnect to break the connection if you'd like. So the loop of 5 wires, if you amp clamp around this, whatever you read is 5 times the actual draw. So if you got a really small draw, it gives you a little more accuracy with even an amp clamp that's only like 0 to 30 amps or something. And then if you want to do just one, if you got a micro amp clamp, you could do just the one here. Anyways, it's going to be really hard to zip all that stuff up. So I will do that here in a little bit. And I'll probably do a whole little tour of that bag and how I set it up later. That's not going to be disastrous at all. That's just going to get worse. We're going to leave that. Got the Cornwell set. It's just like a ratcheting screwdriver bit set. It's got all the little bits you need. And then there's just so much crap in here. There's just so much Pico stuff, power probe, temp probe, wireless probe stuff, suction cup for GoPro, charging adapters for laptops, ton of BNC connectors, a voltmeter that never gets used, DVOM. What else is in here? Oh yeah. CS box diagnostic tool from Autel. This is the thing they sent me. Yeah, this one doesn't work, so I'll talk about that later. All right, let me put some of this back in here. We'll go to the back, the other side. So this is stuff that gets used like every day. Oh, there's a lockout kit. How much was the Uscope? I bought the I bought the Uscope basic kit. Ta-da! Yeah, 150. Sorry, I got distracted. We're gonna set that right there, and that's where it's gonna stay the rest of the video until I put it back in here, because we're not gonna open that box right now. We're not gonna talk about that. We got the boost pack, 5500 one, or the 5000 ES 5000. I've had this for a long time, but it's really good shape. It does really good, even jumps trucks. Oh, rotate device. This Power Pro box is actually just full of ratchet straps. There's one of those retracting extension cords with 4 plugs. This little plastic ammo box is full of all my wiring stuff. Ooh, I do got a cool one in here. We got something cool in here. Let's open this up. Oh, rotate device, it says. Let's open this up. Flambeau. Got some solder stuff there. Torch. BNC ends. Ballast resistors. That's right, baby. Radio Shack. Some more BNC repair ends to assemble BNCs. A Weller 100 solder station. Some BNC. I kept saying BNC, didn't I? Those are banana plugs. These are BNC. I'm a dude, don't ask me to think at the same time. And then the Matco Easy Solder. This is where it's at. This is gonna be my thing. But I'm gonna start saying folks. And folks, you gotta have one of these if you're doing wiring repair. You see this? This is one-handed. I'm adding solder to something. See that? That's beautiful. Solder goes in here. Pull those back. Holds the wire. And you just take your other hand and solder and turn that. Yes. It's like 80 bucks. This thing was 100% worth it. God, you guys gonna make me clean my truck out. So, there's that. There's that. There's a little bitty vacuum. That's a 12-volt vacuum for cleaning up key stuff, key shavings. What's in the AutoLogic box? Yeah, Brian, you're an asshole. So the Bosch box. Normally, when I'm done with this evening, behind here, instead of being just the charging cable for the Autel stays up here. And then the Autel VCI and stuff goes down here with the launch tool. So it's the Bosch J box, and then this is my solution to the second Ford key that's needed, because I just did a Ford today and had to use some aluminum foil and a key. You guys can put the pieces together on figuring that out, and then I'll make a video on it soon, I'm sure. Yeah, Chris, what's in the AutoLogic box? Everyone wants to know what's in the damn box. Gear wrench. Let's see here. This is their, this is like 150 bucks or something. This is just a quick set that gets all the panels taken off I need. I don't like doing any repairs really, unless it's like a short wiring repair. But that gets all the panels and stuff off that I need. And this right here, you would not believe how much money I've made out of this box. You guys, this box has made me the most money out of anything else in this truck. Can anyone guess what's in this box? Come on, take a guess. No, damn it, the AutoLogic box. It's a smooth box, that's right. It's been heavily worn and used. What's in the box, guys? Parts cannon, that's right. No, I'm kidding. It's fuses. I've put in more of these $150 fuses right here. Well, I guess usually about 100 bucks by the time I have to put a fuse in something. That's a pile of $100 fuses right there. Each one of those. You know how many times I've put one of these in and it's cost somebody 100 bucks? It's amazing how much money is in this box. I mean, there's really like, my cost was only, oh yeah, there's some heat shrink and stuff too. But my cost, I don't know, like a couple $100 worth of fuses when I first started out. This thing has made me thousands of dollars because every freaking electrical problem that I go to diagnose, somebody has skipped over the basics. Everyone. Check the fuses. Check the fuses. That's my rant for that. Anyways, moving on. You guys already saw that. And you already saw all of that. Oh, I guess I'm cleaning my truck out today, folks. The Milwaukee box. I like Milwaukee, in case you guys didn't know. Hey, yeah, thumbs up. Thumbs up this video, please. Bunch of random crap. All right, so we got a Matco light. Now my neighbor's yelling at me. Yes. I'm not cleaning your truck. So I'm not going to clean your truck. Oh, okay. No, I'm not cleaning my neighbor's truck. And then here we go. This is it, guys. This is the power probe. Yep, that's right. I own one. You know, when we use it like this, like the things that are in here, I don't remember the last time I used one. Noid light. Torch, use that a lot. Ultrasonic parking sensor tester. That's the first generation one. That thing's awesome. There's an inspection camera. Adapter for inspection camera to the Autel tablet. Secondary ignition paddle probe. That's right, homemade, baby. It used to be a Bosch. Secondary ignition clamp that got custom mated into a paddle probe. There's some more BNC to alligator clip scope cables. There's some stuff down there. That's right, got the FLIR forward-looking infrared. That's the TG 165. He says, where's the snap-on? All right, let's have a quick chat. I do not own a single snap-on diagnostic scan tool because it wouldn't do anything for me. Not even one thing. Except for empty my wallet. All right, back to this. So we got the Hantek large amp clamp, the Hantek small amp clamp. We got the compression hose, a secondary ignition. No, this is my rotate device. We got the, that's my extra. Got the brick and I don't need the brick. I have the Master Tech somewhere in this pile. Oh my god, guys. I have to clean my freaking truck. So this is my extra cable for my Bosch Master Tech gold-plated 15-footer. Another secondary ignition. I got a bunch. I think I got like 8 secondary ignition clamps. There's also some BNC. This is a BNC extension. I could tell by the end. There's so many in here. And then in that kit, there is my homemade pressure transducer that goes to that hose that you just saw in the other box. Bought my first Varus at a pawn shop 3 years ago for 380 bucks. Okay, look. All right. The snap-on works 97% of the time for 90% of technicians. It does 97% of what 90% of technicians need. I don't work on the 97% of stuff or the 90% of stuff. Chris says, can I get a good shot of your hose? No, absolutely not. America. I get called in for the 3% of problems. So Snap-on doesn't do a whole lot for me. Not one single tool does a whole lot for me. I have to use a bunch. I mean, dang. There's a old school tech stream pass through there. Candy wrappers. Old school BCDS cable there. Oh yeah, there's one. Here is the only bench vise I have in my truck. Like that. It's actually for holding keys. Sometimes you gotta press out the flip out blade style and hold that. Got some Coleman butane for the torch. Little adapter there. And then I really want to get a metric one for the Land Rover suspension resets, but a tape measure. Harbor Freight tape measure. Pittsburgh. Alright, what do I say? Yeah, Cuba, they didn't know what they had. They had it for $500, but I brought it down to $380. That's awesome. Jason Raz's vise. Oh, he's got a vise also? Sorry, I'm scrolling back. What about Automotive Test Solution Scope? Didn't mean to skip over your thing, Joel. I don't have one. I have a Pico. I like Pico. Automotive Test Solution is also an amazing scope. And Brandon Steckler, I believe, is going to do a video about it pretty soon. Some buttonology stuff. Holy crap, I've been live for 35 minutes. What set is under the left, under a lift to hold it? He said under a lift to hold it. Oh, got it. Would help if I could read and comprehend what I read. Anyways, that's all that stuff. 30 minutes plus, right? It's me. Come on, Cuba. How to make an in-cylinder pressure transducer. I would absolutely, Oz, but I cannot find a place to buy the same transducer I bought mine. I got mine online, and it's an MSI, Manufacturing Standards Industries or something like that. It's gonna rain. I need to get all my crap back in my truck. MSI brand, and it happens to be a compound ratiometric transducer. So compound, it does both vacuum and pressure. And then it's ratiometric, so a voltage equals a voltage number, like 0.1 volts equals blank PSI. It's a linear voltage to pressure scale, so it makes it easy to scale properly for the tool inside the Pico. When I can find a cost-effective place to get another one, because I got one not used, got like a new old stock box to put it in. I bought probably 10 or 12 different Chinese pressure transducers to use. And each one of them none of them liked vacuum. It was kind of like the Snap-on 100 PSI one, where it just did not like vacuum at all. It just flatlined 0, would not register vacuum, so it made it kind of useless. Backwards talk, if help, it does. Does it help if I backwards talk? Thanks, Brian. So to answer your question, I will make a video on how to, sorry, I'm trying not to put my hand over. I will make a video on how I did my pressure transducer, because I have a 5-volt generator that I produced. It's just battery, and then you can connect different stuff to it. So I have like a map sensor attachment in case the vehicle didn't have a map sensor. And then I have a couple different pressure transducers, and I have some pressure pulse sensor style stuff. I'll make a video for it. I think I did make a video a long time ago, and it's really crappy. It was with an Autel scope. Anyways, I'll make one, but just remember that most of the pressure transducers you find online to purchase and use aren't any good, and they don't last very long. So I'll make one on how I did it, and then it's up to you to find a good quality pressure transducer. But I think that's it, guys. That's for the Autologic box. Everybody with the damn Autologic box. So what's in the box? Can Chris Martino tell everybody what's in this box? Chris Martino works for Autologic. So Chris, what is in this box? Can you tell us? Can you tell us, Chris? Where can I get a decent pulse sensor? I think if you were looking for a decent pulse sensor, you would go on Facebook and find Michael Nicholson and ask him about that, because he made some for Trained by Techs and we gave them away, and his R&D on that was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. Newark Element. I don't know what that means. Anyways, so Chris Martino, what's in this box? What's in this box? Oh yeah, gently, quietly, slowly opening this box. What's in here, Chris? What's in here? That's right, these nuts. It's empty. This empty box is courtesy of Chris Martino. My hopes and dreams. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get an Autologic, guys. And how many euros I get calls for? I got to get one. Guinness and oh, that's what I should do. I should fill this box with Guinness. So it's fixing to start raining, so I'm gonna get off here. But before I do that, in my garage. Oh, I had to go to the New York area to get that box, and then I had to pay to bring it back with me. And I don't know how many he had. I think, Chris, you just had like a couple empty ones, right? Like 2 empty ones or something. Anyways, the answer to world peace. So here we go, guys. Oh, Guinness. Guinness. And squirrel blood. And Guinness. Yeah, that was some squirrel blood from the squirrels cleaned the other day. When you kill one, you got to do the dirty work before you eat it. Kill it! Oh, can't forget the carpet cleaner, the tough stuff. Alright guys, so that is, for the most part, a generic overview, with exception of what's in the center console. Hey, Bill MCK. And what's in my glove box, and a couple other hidden spots in the truck. Chris, don't even go there. So that's what's in the truck for the most part. So you guys keep watching, and I'm gonna try to do a DeFazio type thing. I need an express fan. Hell yes, Billy. I need not an express fan. I need a Nissan NV200, the 4-cylinder QR25 DE front wheel drive. How large of an area do you cover with your mobile diag business? Casey Auto Doctor, I cover, if you were to get on a map and look up, farthest north I've gone is a town called Skiatook, Skiatook. It's actually where I was born and raised. All the way, that's Skiatook, Oklahoma. There's only one Skiatook, America. Yes, Skiatook. So Skiatook, sometimes said. The story is, or a City Express. Yeah, the smaller one. Yeah, but I kind of want a Nissan. So Skiatook, the story of the name, because I can't stop talking. The name came from, I'm in Native American land here. Grew up on, it's reservation land where I grew up. All of Skiatook's pretty much reservation land. So I guess apparently there was an Indian outside and all the teepees were gone because they were nomadic and they didn't have teepees. So it didn't make, none of this story lines up, by the way. This is totally made up. This is what I got told as a kid. It is a Nissan with a Chevy badge, correct. Apparently some cowboys came by and said, where'd all your teepees go? And they said, Skiatook. There's your weird joke. West Philadelphia, where were you born and raised? Playground's where I spent most of my days. No, I'm not going to sing it. Anyways, so I go all the way from Skiatook, Oklahoma, all the way down to far south Tulsa, like Jenks, Jenks. So that's my north to south. That's my north to south. Sorry, this guy on a bicycle just drove by and gave me the weirdest look. Weirdos. Not like I'm out here talking to my phone with all my crap out of my truck. That's my north to south region area, and then east to west is kind of all the way to the east, all the way to the west, till there's nothing on either side. So I have to cover a large area to have enough business to do anything. So 43 minutes in, I've talked the entire time and shown you guys kind of what goes on with all this crap. Shut up, Brian. Keith, do the Carlton. Okay, that's not happening. I believe I have GoPro footage of me dancing and Bren dancing west side like the white chubby Tupac. That's right, white chubby Tupac. That's me. Only God can judge me. So yeah, I will. We gotta get the shirt in there. There we go. Anyways, I will talk to you guys next time, and I'm sure you guys can pull like Reddit did for Shia LaBeouf and use the clouds and scenery in the background and something like that to determine exactly where my house is. And then don't come here. Don't come here. Because, oh, you can't see it. I'll see you. And I'll see you. And my 100-pound German Shepherd Max will see you. So, what do we got going on? You guys have a good weekend. I'm going to have a good weekend. I'll do another live stream tomorrow. I always do one because I got my private Patreon live stream. I do at like 4-ish p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time adjusted for all you folks that are on different time zones. And then on my Patreon, I love, wait, what, Chris? That's weird. Wow, that is a squeaky Chevy. Wow. I don't know if you guys could hear that. Anyways, on my Patreon, I have been doing my 8-hour programming class, just kind of how do I put it? It's dry, just a quick and dirty version as I'm finishing writing it. I'm kind of doing it on my Patreon for all my diagnostician level and higher guys. So this is a shameless plug. I know last time I made a video and the video was titled live Chevy PCM or BCM flash or something, Silverado flash, something like that. And I didn't do it live on the video. I just said I was going to be doing it on my Patreon, and people had to pay to see that, and everyone got butthurt. And I'm doing these videos for free, so yeah, quick and dirty. That's right, giggity. And like 2 or 3 people left me like nasty comments, and guess what? I don't care. You guys get all this content for free. If you enjoy it, cool. If you didn't, cool. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, I was so disappointed on that, but I understand. Oh, I'm sorry, Cuba. But I'm sorry that I'm not sorry. I guess it was kind of clickbait, so I won't do that anymore. But if you want to press the, I don't know where it's at. Where's the like button? Right there. I didn't lie about this one. You got you guys' freaking tour of the truck and then some. I even opened the bag I said I wasn't going to open. And I opened the box I said I wasn't going to open, but it was empty, so I got you. Anyways, you guys have a good weekend. We'll see you next time. And now it's DeFazio's turn. I'm calling you out, fool. I'm calling you out. I don't know how to turn it off. How do I turn it off? Cuba, help me. I don't know what to do.